Hey everyone, welcome back to another lesson here on the channel. Today I wanted to talk about why you're not finding products. Right? You're doing your Amazon product research, but you're not finding anything. I'm going to be covering that today and be showing you a simple fix for that issue. If you're new to the channel, be sure to like and subscribe down below. But other than that, let's just get right into it. So we're here in my computer, and I want to show you what you're likely doing. I'm just going to select 3 categories, that's fine. Probably not aware completely of what you're looking for, or if you are aware, you have way too strict criteria. It's almost never that I find a product that meets every piece of my criteria when I had a 10-piece criteria list. What you should be doing instead is looking for just a few simple things that market is resembling, and then you should be going for it. What most people are doing when they come into a tool like this is they're going, I need to have a product that sells exactly, 300 to 400 units per month. And then I need to have a product that has exactly, 2,000 search volume to 3,000 search volume. And you can see where this is going. And it has to be $29.99 to $39.99. And it has to be very low competition, and it has to be very low seasonality. A lot of the time, that's not going to work. I mean, this criteria could work fine. We could even find something with the criteria. I'm not saying the criteria is wrong from the standpoint of looking. I'm saying that's wrong from the standpoint of once you get into the market and you're trying to analyze it, you're looking for all of those things. So why don't we loosen some of this up a little bit, just because this is probably a little bit more strict than I would even put in at this stage. Even up that a little bit. And then we'll just do this. So when I look through this list, and I do want to select something, so stick around. I'm going to pick something, we're going to pull it up, I'm going to show you, because I always say this to my students, right? It's like, it's not that you're not finding ideas. There's this funny wordplay when it's like, I can't find anything to sell on Amazon. I'm like, well, no, that's not true, because even if you had no idea how the Amazon FBA business worked, you could find a product idea. The act of finding a product idea is not the hard part. It's finding a good product idea, right? Anyone could come up with something. I could ask, someone who has no idea what selling on Amazon even is, hey, what's something that you think would sell well on Amazon? And they might say something. It might be a horrible product idea. But the point is, you can find ideas. It's just that you don't know how to turn a list of product ideas into a smaller list of good product ideas. That's basically what it comes down to. So why don't we get into it? Let's see. Plant trellis for climbing plants. That's fine. We'll open up a couple more here. Windmills for the garden. Great. For the yard garden. That's funny. And then L-shaped rug. Why not? A lot of stuff on here. It's looking good. Half moon window shades. Okay. That works for me. Let's go ahead and open those up. Let's look at the windmills for the yard garden one. Taking forever. Looks like plant trellis is it. Okay. So when I'm looking at plant trellis, now first of all, one thing that I'm noticing is like it's actually fitting my criteria pretty well, because I have such a, I don't want to say vague, but just like a specific criteria that doesn't limit it to tons of different factors having to come to play. All that I'm really looking for is I'm looking for sellers who sell well, who don't have great quality listings, and the fact that there's not a lot of those sellers. That's pretty much it, right? Like, I don't open this up. I don't give you 7 out of 12 this doing this, 7 out of 12 that doing that. This main image has to contain this. It's not that hard, right? And I think a lot of that criteria scares a lot of beginners off. Or you have this giant notepad next to you. Mine are a little bit out of reach here. You have this notepad next to you with, like I said, 10 things that the market has to do. That's why it's taking you 2 months to find a product, right? I could genuinely come onto Amazon today and within the next 4 hours pick something and go talk to a supplier with it and start selling it. Because it's not that hard once you understand that, hey, I'm almost always going to get, let's see how many results are here. It was only 50 for this specific criteria because we did it so specifically. If we widen that up, generally I'm seeing over 1,000 ideas in there. So you're telling me that out of 1,000 ideas, there's not 5 good ones or 10 good ones or 20 good ones. No, there almost always is. It's just that they're slipping through the cracks. Ironically, you have like, what's happening is like, say you had like a strainer, but the holes in the strainer are so tight that when pour flour through it or something, nothing's going through. So everything's just backing up on top of itself. All right, so maybe there are some good ideas in there, but they're not getting stuck in the strainer. They're actually, everything's getting stuck in the strainer. It's just getting clogged, and nothing ends up working. It's all backfiring. I don't know if that analogy was good. It probably wasn't, but you get the point, right? Loosen up on the criteria a little bit, okay? That's what I'm trying to tell you. I just gave you the 3 things that I'm looking for. So if I open up this plant trellis market, are they selling well? Well, yes, this one's going to be slightly seasonal. We just got into May. This product might sell well through, the end of September or something, but yeah, 50,000. Okay, great. 20,000, 17,000 with 7 reviews, 7,000, 30,000, 40,000. I mean, there's not a lot of these, right? Like I'm seeing some repeats here. Those are both repeats. And then I'm having to scroll through the majority of the page before I even get to the next result. 26,000, that is a trellis, okay. Yeah, there's not a single example of one of these that's been listed that isn't selling well. Now some of them have higher reviews, okay, but also there's proof of concept for several listings that have very low reviews that are doing just as well. It's a higher ticket product. There's a lot of money to be made there. That's a great example of something that I'm not going to start questioning and applying tons of other filters to. I know that it's not patented. This kind of product just wouldn't be patented. I know that there's sales there. Now the seasonality is the only thing that's probably holding me back at this point. Now this goes on a list of things that I'm going to sell in the future. Okay, so next year in January, I start working on my trellis. It comes in February. And then it's ranked by March and April, and then this time of year it's selling perfect. Why don't you challenge yourself a little bit and take away what you've kind of, this message I've given you today of hey, you're being too hard on yourself, and stop trying to compare your product to this perfect image of a product you have in your head. All right, this is here's an analogy that might work. When you go to the gym, you can either be motivated or you can be discouraged, right? You go to the gym and you see someone else working out and they're 3 years ahead of you, and you go, oh, no point, I can't look like that. Well, here's the thing. You're literally could be looking at yourself 3 years in the future if you had just stuck with it. So you come on Amazon, you see all these you come on YouTube, you see all these success stories, you see all these people talking about their $20,000 a month products, you see all these people talking about all the specific criteria you have to apply to your products, and you just see all the hard work, you don't see the outcome. So instead, just put your head down and start launching products based on a few simple pieces of criteria. The trajectory of that path of picking products with 3 simple criteria, but the simple criteria are rooted in why products succeed. That's a good trajectory to be on. And then over the next course of the next couple of years, you will have several, if not 10 plus successful products, but you got to be the one to take the action. That's going to do it for today's video. Thanks so much for sticking around to the end. Be sure to like and subscribe down below so you don't miss videos like this one in the future. But other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much. Later.